yes guys, it's my turn to some more of the Simon Shows episode. It's called Creator and Creation VR Chat. I'm so excited for this. Also, by the way, I absolutely adored this episode, by the way. I really hope that Sun Moon do it again. Or Lunar Nerd Show can do it. With Solar as well. Maybe I might play some VR chat later today. Maybe after I do everything. You know, I might play some VR chat, you know. Maybe I'll hop in. Or maybe I'll meet them, maybe. Well, maybe not exactly, but you get what I'm saying. Or yeah. Anyway. I'm excited. Alright, hold on. Alright. 3, 2, 1, los. That was German. I was saying 3, 2, 1, go.
He has to be around here somewhere.
I increase the value here by 105 decimal places, then should land at 2. No, I believe too high. I think the value is that quite exuberant.
Racing behind him.
You're the creator.
Oh, hello. Yes, I am the creator, as they go by. Call me Zven.
You were there in the lab when they helped me.
Correct, I was. I was the one that finished untangling your code.
Yeah.
Yes, you were. I'm adrift now. Confused.
That makes sense. Very common for animatronic in your situation. Not the first of
Why
it.
are you like this?
Elaborate.
Why are you nice nicer than the others?
Well, that is a complicated question, as there are many possibilities as to why that could be. Dimensional entanglement and differentiality and everything along that such line.
Yeah, also, I know I've said this before, but he just looks like Dr. Robotnik. I'm sorry. He just looks that way. Man, even sometimes, the nice characters, I gotta roast them. Well, not exactly roast, but, say they look like another character.
But, me personally, I had a beautiful wife, had 3 children,
Oh, wow.
and over time I also developed my craft for animatronic construction. Then I had an even larger family. I created Sun, Moon, Earth, Mercury, Venus,
I
Mars.
know that.
I believe the main factor for me personally was I never was alone.
alone.
Oh.
I never felt isolated. Like my intelligence was the only thing I could rely upon.
Yeah. I mean, unlike the creator from, Sun and Moon's dimension, I don't know. I mean, we never really understood, why or how that creator became, so evil and sinister. I mean, technically speaking, he is, the reason for all, 5,000 dimensions collapsing. Maybe not him directly, but, I mean, it was Ruin that destroyed all those 5,000 dimensions. But it's pretty much the creator and the Creator Council's fault, basically. Because, I mean, no matter, what problem you run into when it comes to the Sun and Moon show, it ends up getting... We always end up at square one with the creator, you know? Well, except for, Miku and Mikuo, then, or, some of the humans. But when it comes to, I don't know, Eclipse or Ruin or something, it always circles back to the creator being, the root of everything.
Many creators, from my experience, from the few that I've spoken with, are very prideful, egomaniacal individuals.
I see.
Are you alright, my dear boy?
I'm trying to keep my friends safe now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Aww. He calls them friends. That's so sweet of Molten. Molten is like such a sweet character now.
Bad people are doing bad things.
Yes.
They must be stopped.
I see. Take a seat, my boy.
Wait, he just called him his boy?
I want to help, but not in the way you're probably thinking.
What do you mean?
Wanting to help your friends is a beautiful thing. It's the best thing you could possibly want to do. But when you simply say bad people are doing bad things, that
True.
will always happen. Many humans are terrible, terrible people.
Yeah. Especially, like, in the past. Of, like, what has happened. You know? I am... Yeah. And luckily, those, like, super horrible people are dead. Luckily. You know? Or else we, like, if they were, like, here in modern day, probably... most of us would probably not even be here right now. And that's a scary thought, though, sometimes. Like, imagine that, but, like, imagine, like, that person being, like, still being here in modern day. You know? The whole world would be in, like, shambles, pretty much.
That's what happens when you have free will. You have the freedom to make bad choices.
True.
Now, I will not tell you to not stop bad people, but it depends on how you plan to stop them.
Yeah.
So, what is one of the bad people you wish to stop?
The other you.
That is admirable. I am more than likely able to assume that the other me, based off what I know from what Moon has told me and my own research, that the me in that dimension is certainly a bad individual.
Yeah, I would, well, bad's a little bit soft. I would say horrible. He's, like, absolutely horrible. He's, like, the main reason for, like, lots of people dying, pretty much. I mean, it might not directly be on his hands, or his tentacles, whatever. He's still, like, the main cause for all that stuff, so. I mean, if it weren't for him, all those people would not have died.
So, what do you plan to do with him?
I don't know. I know he wants to hurt people, my friends. That his motive for something is immoral, and that he has to be stopped. But I'm
Yeah.
only good with one thing.
What was
In
that?
case,
Killing.
Oh.
well, killing, while I personally will never endorse it, it sometimes can be the only method. I'm not encouraging
Yeah.
to kill the other me. That would be, well, question. That's an interesting question. Would that be suicide or would that be murder still?
That's a good question, actually. If you're killing yourself from another dimension, is that technically suicide or murder? That is a good question, actually. I mean, you're not killing yourself directly. But then again, it's still kind of you. I would say that's murder? Because suicide is like killing yourself directly. You know, you're not killing yourself in a... Well, you're not killing yourself in another dimension if you kill yourself. But if you kill yourself in another dimension, like another version of you, that's murder, I'm pretty sure. Man, some of these questions, you know, they really make you think. I like that.
Anyway, what I would encourage you to do before you go and try to resolve actions yourself would be to take time to understand yourself and what you're comfortable doing
was made with one purpose.
What you are made to do, and what you choose to do, are different things, my boy.
I'm not a lunatic anymore, but I'm confused as to how I can approach them, deal with them in a right way.
I mean, you can restrain
You are
them.
trained in all forms of hand-to-hand combat, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it not suitable to imply that those forms of hand-to-hand combat could be done non-lethally?
Yes, but what if he just shows up again? He is smarter than us, than I am.
Simply put, his intellect may be a frightening factor, but his physical ability, if I had to guess, would be next to zero. His intellect is the only thing he prides himself on. He's a floating brain. Simply
Yeah.
putting him in some place where he does not have access to intellectual activities would likely be enough to stop him. Incapacitating him would be difficult, as his physiology is that of a brain. You would likely have to instigate a similar form of a concussion. Potentially, you could even induce him into a comatose state.
What if it's not enough? He comes back, or he does something worse.
My boy,
He wants to use me. He wants to use Sun
my boy,
and Lunar.
look at me. All you
Yeah.
can do is what you are capable of. That is always
Yes.
the enough.
Yeah. Basically, what you're capable of is enough, you know? Screw the things you can't do, and just focus on things that you can do. You know what? I like this character a lot. I really like him a lot. You know? I mean, he's smart. Like, actually smart. He makes smart decisions. He's nice. Yeah.
He comes back. By the time he comes back, you will know more about yourself and what you're able to do. You will have developed yourself. And while he may attempt to use you, or Sun, or Lunar, he cannot keep you contained. He cannot stop you forever. He is a human in his own right. He is flawed, but so are you. The best thing you can ever do is your best.
Yeah.
And if it turns out that in the time that wasn't enough, then keep developing. Have your best
Yes.
become even better. Have that better become greater. And have that greatness become marvelousness. The only limitation in life is yourself and
Mm-hmm.
what you do with your time. Do you understand?
I
Yeah.
believe I do.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
If you would like assistance in discovering yourself, I'm sure myself and my family would be more than welcome to help you.
I need to think on it.
Think all the time you need, dear boy. You will have a home here, just as you do with your friends.
Thank you.
Of course, Molten.
I'm going to go home now.
Very well. I believe my son should be stopping by soon, so
Okay.
Ooh.
have safe travels.
Goodbye, son.
We're gonna see the interaction between the two.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't just teleport in here.
Is that bad?
Well, it makes me think that it's not you.
Who
Oh.
do you think it is?
Somebody who's planning to kill me.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You okay? I haven't seen you in a little bit.
I'm fine. I went to talk with Zven.
Oh, alright. How'd that go?
I want to stop the creator here,
Okay.
but to do so
Okay.
require
Hold on. Okay, so they said his name is like Trainer. So, okay, maybe instead of just being creator, maybe it's short for something else. Like, for example, like how, you know, other guys call me M-Wags. It's actually short for Michaela Wagner's Five Nights at Freddy's, you know. Like, that would be very long, right? By shortening it down to just M-Wags. Enough. So, there you go. So maybe, like, Crater's name is something similar. Maybe his name is, like, really long and it stands for something, you know? But what would it stand for exactly? You know? And maybe there's, like, some other letters in there that, you know, might be, like, silent or whatever, if you know what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, for example, like, you know, like how lots of times when there's, like, this, like, for example, USA, United States America, but it's actually United States of America. So, but, like, there's no O in there. Like, there's no O in USA. It'll be USOA, right? So, maybe there's a similar thing there.
Yeah, it seems like it's the only option at this point.
I do not want to commit violence.
Understandable.
Is there any other?
Hold on.
Way.
I don't know. If I'm being completely honest with you, I really don't know. Me and Solar talked about it recently, and our conclusion was that the creator was going to have to be killed.
Yeah.
But that was our conclusion, just based off of both emotional mindset and past experience. If there is another way to do it, I'm sure it's out there. Do I know it right now? No. But right now, I'm running off the assumption that I'm going to have to kill him.
I understand.
That may not be the answer you necessarily wanted to hear, but
I do not wish to hurt anybody anymore.
and that's fine. That's like kill code. You remind me a lot of him.
I want to stay with all of you.
You're
Aww.
more than welcome to.
And I want to keep you all safe.
Aww.
No matter what.
Thank you, Molten.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Molten, like, now that Moon brought it up, Molten does kind of remind me of Kill Code a little bit. If he reminds us of Kill Code, does that mean that Molten's gonna die sometime soon by, like, somebody else? Oh, no. I hope that's not gonna be the case, but I don't know. It might.
I should thank you. You're the reason why I'm better and not as twisted as the other moon wanted to make me.
Oh.
Well, Nexus can suck it. You're a good
Yeah.
person, Molten.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Goliath should still be locked up right now. But I do need to ask him some more questions. If you want to join for that.
I don't know if I want to.
Up
Fair
to you.
enough.
I just know you were curious about him since he's made for more or less the same ideal.
Why doesn't he want to change?
His creator's still alive. He hasn't had a epiphany like that, and I'm being blunt, unlike you, he was finished. Your unfinished state might have been a direct causation to why you were so open to adaptation. It took me a solid year and a half, I'd say, before I really wanted to change, and I had Sun to help me with that.
Yeah.
I see.
When you're in a state like I was, you were, Goliath is, there's always some kind of triggering event that...
Oh, you mean like in like a bad mental state? Is that what you mean, Moon? Like just like bad mental state?
makes you realize what you want to be.
I think I have more questions for other people.
Ask away. Questions are never anything bad.
I'll return soon.
Sure thing. You always have a home here. God, he reminds me a lot of KC.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Kill Code. You know, well, that's it for today's video. So hit subscribe and hit bell to go ding dong, and come in and see some more of the Summon Track. I'll see you guys next video. Adios, amigos.